Welcome to today's market report. European stock markets are seen opening largely unchanged on Tuesday, with investors pausing to digest the news of President Donald Trump's going back to White House and waiting for speeches from a series of central bankers. The DAX future traded 0.1% lower, CAC 40 climbed 0.2%, FTSE 100 was largely flat. Trump returned to the White House on Monday after a 3-night hospital stay following treatment for COVID-19, likely removing an area of uncertainty ahead of next month's US presidential election. Focusing the market now turns to the health of global economy as coronavirus cases continue to mount. With over 35 million affected globally, more than 1 million dead, and some countries imposing new economic restrictions as daily case growth accelerates. The world's top central banks have offered up unparalleled levels of monetary largesse during the global pandemic, but markets will be looking for hints of more when top officials from the Federal Reserve, European Central Bank and Bank of Japan speak Tuesday at a virtual meeting of the National Association for Business Economics. Confidence is also growing that US lawmakers can agree to a new stimulus package after US House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin spoke by phone for about an hour on Monday. They are set to talk again on Tuesday. In Europe, German factory orders impressed in August, climbing by 4.5% on the month, ahead of the 2.6% growth expected, as the dominant manufacturing sector in Europe's largest economy continues to recover from the coronavirus-inspired slowdown seen earlier in the year. In corporate news, the airline sector may be in focus on Tuesday after Deutsche Lufthansa's CEO Carsten Spohr said on Monday that the airline is still burning cash at a rate of 500 million euros per month and is far from breaking even. Oil prices pushed higher on Tuesday, maintaining Monday's positive tone as hopes grow over a new U.S. economic stimulus package, while another storm forms in the U.S. Gulf of Mexico. A number of oil platforms have been evacuated in the U.S. Gulf of Mexico as Tropical Storm Delta heads towards Louisiana and Florida. Data from the American Petroleum Institute on Tuesday and the U.S. government on Wednesday will be studied to see whether demand is picking up. Crude future traded 0.5% higher at $39.41 a barrel. Brent rose 0.5% to $41.50 per barrel. Both benchmarks climbed more than 5% on Monday. Gold futures fell 0.2% to $1,915.90 per ounce. On the FX front, GBP USD remains firm and a move to the 130.70 region is probable in the short term, according to FX strategists. UK Finance Minister Rishi Sunak this morning said to Sky News that the focus of all my attention is to support jobs. I cannot comment on future tax policy. If consumers lack confidence, that will have an impact on jobs, but we need sustainable public finances. The pound shrugs off the above comments as the cable remains at the mercy of the US dollar dynamics and Brexit developments. The Scottish government is set to announce a circuit breaker stay-at-home order for the whole of Scotland for 2 weeks, effective from 7 o'clock this Friday. According to sources at the UK's National Health Service, the imposition of stricter restrictions comes after the country reported 697 new coronavirus cases on Monday, with about 13% of the test results yielding positive. Although Brexit talks in London are yet to convey major updates, the readiness of the European Union and British policymakers to give a final push towards the soft departure favours the cable buyers, while spotting the same Morgan Stanley's probabilities for a mixed trade deal with limited benefits surged 10% to 7% of late. On the other hand, UK PM Johnson said, "We are working hard to get a vaccine. We feel they must on the verge of getting one. There are clearly, though, tough times ahead." In the US, President Trump tried to flaunt his recovery via a video after stepping out of the Walter Reed, but was rather caught gasping. The same renewed doubts over the Republican leader's health and probed the earlier market optimism. Even so, the trading environment remains mildly positive amid hopes of further stimulus from the US, as well as a light calendar in Asia. Euro-dollar ignores upbeat German factory data, stays below 118, whilst the dollar index was down 0.1% at 93.5, amid risk-on mood in the markets. This is today's market news. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.